What? I don't know.
Hey, Dennis Pike, how are you? Hey, Flick Hunter, how are you? It's just a mess. That's a neat sign. And the CN Tower, there we go in the distance. Hey, Current Affair, how are you? Ready, Eddie, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. So everybody and their grandmother goes live at the CNE when it's open because it makes a lot of sense. But I thought it would be interesting to see stuff being taken apart. Hey Juanita, how are you? I did not bring Muzzy today. Wow, this is fucking... So right here is a million tiny little ball bearings that I just about tripped on. Muzzy is an indoor cat. No, I thought of getting a harness for her. I think I missed my opportunity because she was, you know, kittens are more pliable than cats, and she's 2 years old. So I don't think it's going to be happening. Outlaw. Well, the Outlaw's getting taken down. Everything's getting taken down. I really wanted to see that big Ferris wheel. See what's going on there. A lot of the people who work here, who have selling your corn dogs or whatever, I mean, this is where they're living. These trailers. Yeah, so they're here for like 3 weeks. Okay, yeah, let's get on the Ferris wheel for sure, Kurt. Pardon me. Park bench down. So ground is torn up here. Oh yeah, TIFF is already here, eh? Summer. Where the hell did it go? Yeah. Rest in peace. Yeah, so TIFF is here. Now I remember when TIFF was in Yorkville, like exclusively. So I worked at a place called the Bloor Street Diner, which was in the Manulife Center. And so we'd get all the stars. Coming. The swivel day because there's nobody directing traffic. It's just a bit of a mosh pit. Oh, that's quite the trailer. Just look at already taken down all of the gondolas. I think that's a correct term. Yeah, please hit that like button. Helps the algorithm, you know. Also, it helps the algorithm is if you make comments like after the stream. Man, I just finished Canada's favorite coffee. Hey, Medano, how are ya? It's funny, I'm looking for a garbage can to throw this coffee out. And it's ironic because this whole place is a garbage can right now. So my plan is to do an hour's worth of the teardown. As I am working today, and the GO train will be heading towards Union Station at 2:36. Where I will go to Shanghai 360 and get some big noodles, some shrimp, and some lemon chicken with some green beans. head into the inner care center as well. Yeah, so these are off. I don't know what the next exhibition is. I mean, they travel all over the country, right? Cars just go from one fair to the next. Hey, West Coast Walker, how are ya? This is what the X looks like the day after. Yeah, so a little bit of rebuilding needs to be done here, right? What a mess. These are the blocks that they use to stabilize those rides, right? Hey Patrick, sorry, missed you coming in. How are you? Hey Nathan Near Noir, I like your video. Just catching up on some chats here. I found it's easier when I find some shade. Chat. But I really got to keep my head on the swivel because these trucks are just... Don't get in the way of a giant truck, that's what I say. So a lot of this asphalt it looks like they just did temporary build-ups to support rides and create paths. The Crazy Mouse. So the big ride, I remember the Chum Wildcat when I was a kid. When you're like a little kid, it's an amazing ride. zipper, another classic ride that was super dangerous. I remember being in the zipper and it scraped the ground when it went around. That's kind of scary. Well, there's the big kahuna. There you go. So I had a job here when I was a kid at the X, and it was a shitty job, and the people who owned the it was like a big can of Coke, like a giant can of Coke, and I would be inside pouring pop and cooking hot dogs. That was my job. Well, perfect for a kid when it's your first job. But I remember having a real tough time getting paid. Because it's all little mom and pops places that go from the X to wherever else they're going. They're just, oh, geez, ring toss. Apologies there. Yeah, so really tough to get paid. That was my experience. Hello. So this is one of those rings that never finds its way onto a bottle because they're bouncy. Let's go into the inner care center, see what's going on. And sorry if I'm missing the shot, it's just bright, I can't see it. Butter burgers. Yeah, you're right, Reddy. It is a rite of passage for teenagers to get a job at the X. You know, I kind of vaguely remember lining up for a job. And I think it's a kind of event, you know, they hire 2 weeks before. And if you have a pulse, you get a job. I don't think I was a good employee. I don't think I really developed a good work ethic until I was into my 20s. So coming soon, the Fall Home Show. will be the end of September. And I will be here. I love the home show. And I've applied for press credentials, and they gave them to me. Hey, looks like we have a ninja in the house. Epic ninja. Here's the swastika. Yes, I will be here at the end of the month. Of course, in the middle of the month, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Liam, I do believe it is. It's on Saturday, Sunday in 2 weeks, whatever those dates are. Anyway, I'll send you information if you want to go. And by the way, if anybody wants to go to Celtic Island, and Celtic Island is basically when the Irish people take over that bar on Center Island. It's basically a fundraiser for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. And there's hundreds of people there. Good food, good drinks, good times. See you there. And if you want free tickets, I can get them for you. And the reason I can get that is because I do volunteer for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. And they're always happy to get promotion. So Sean, chairman of the parade's like, hey, get those YouTubers. Tell them I got free tickets for them. Whatever they want. Bring a friend. You get 2 tickets. You get 3 tickets. Oh, ready? You're moving, are you? Or maybe you have moved. It's exciting. These ice cold lemonades look pretty good, I tell you. Jalapeno lemonade. Neat. Pardon me. Well, we are at the CNE. Self-care is very important, Yoshi. This summer has been very busy. because at work I work in a restaurant and they have a patio, and the patio is crazy busy. Concerts and filming them as possible. And sometimes it's too much, and I have to give myself permission to stop and do nothing. So this is where we build the St. Patrick's Day Parade. This is one of the giant rooms that you find here at the CNE. And there was an immersive event that happened here in this room that I went to, and it was awesome. And now they're tearing it down. You know what? I believe the Starbucks here is closed. I was here the day before the CNE was opening, and they were set to close for renovations, which I thought was the dumbest idea I've ever heard of. Close for renovations during the busiest peak time of the year. That's a dumb move. And I had a pumpkin spice latte. Liam got me one the other day. Liam and Vasily and John Barrientos visited me in Yorkville while I was doing some filming. And Liam got us a pumpkin spice latte. Quite delicious. They were on the way to see Matt Ross. Okay, so that's the thing, yeah. Mythos, immersive experience. That's what that was. And I discovered it by accident. I came here a couple days before the CNE, and I stumbled into a media event. And the media event was basically the opening. Oh, that's not what it was. It was the drag brunch. So some contestants for Canada's drag race were having a brunch at the CNE, and this was basically a media promotion for that thing. And I found the guy with the most interesting job in the world, and that's the guy who is in charge of the confetti machine. Yeah, and so back to the Starbucks. So I went to the Starbucks, and I had an iced coffee. And they had a sign on the door saying, "Sorry if we have run out of your favorites, but we are not being restocked due to our upcoming renovation." So if you know Starbucks, if you get an iced coffee, you get a plastic cup. So you can see the ice cubes and stuff. Well, they didn't even have plastic cups. They gave it to me in a paper cup. Of course, it tastes the same, but I'm thinking, what dum-dum decided to renovate before the CNE starts? Oh, did I miss Brad Palmer? Are you in the house, Brad Palmer? I appreciate you if you are. I missed you. And I did a premiere of an interesting concert this morning that I saw at Mount Pleasant Cemetery. where they had 6 different musicians, all from a different part of the world. One from Iran, a bassist from Mexico, a drummer, a bongo player from Brazil, a flute player from China. And Brad Palmer came in for a little bit to watch that. Well, welcome, Brad Palmer. I appreciate you. Well, I'm going to get out of here and go back to the street and see if the Starbucks is open. And here we are back outside. It's a beautiful day. So I'm going to go around the Starbucks and see if they're open. So those giant rooms that I was in, where we build the St. Patrick's Day Parade, if you wonder where these things go, that's, you need 300 park benches. That's where they go. Oh, so she's got a Friday off. That's good. This week I have, I'd like to have Wednesdays and Sundays off. Typically I do, but the whole Triple T meetup thing, I got a Saturday and Sunday off, and it's kind of messed up my schedule. This week I'm off Thursday and Sunday. And then Tuesday, September 16th, I get on a plane, quarter, and head to Charlottetown, where I'm going to teach my brother how to create a YouTube channel. He's got a cute puppy named Granger, a bull terrier, and he's out with the dog all the time in a beautiful part of the world. And I think that would really work, because I don't know of any live streamers or YouTubers out of Prince Edward Island.
But this area is supposed to be closed, so this area is closed for the football stuff for the CNE.
Christine Wego, how are ya? I'm at the CNE, just experiencing the teardown. Well, this store is temporarily closed, but here's the funny thing: is that they say they're closed for renovations, but they're not renovating anything right now. So it's suspicious to me. I don't understand. Why would you close for renovations and then not have your team in there doing anything? It just makes no sense. Well, I'm going to go towards Princess Gates and scoot around the long way to the GO train. I got half an hour before my train back to Union Station. Funny, that security guy was giving this woman a hard time who was just trying to jog through here. And it reminded me of when I came here to the CNE before it opened to do a live stream, and I had my phone on a gimbal, and the first security guy I saw decided to give me a hard time, and that's when I ran away and took my phone off the gimbal. To me, the gimbal screams, I'm filming. It's a heat score. It's like I've got some unstable. Transmission is unstable, it says. That red dirt and PI, I had an idea about they take the red dirt and then they put t-shirts in it, and so then you have like a PEI t-shirt. It's a cool idea, and I thought, why not rolling papers? Create a line of red dirt rolling papers. Might not be a great idea. It is. Let's check out the information booth. Yeah, so here's an example of them using asphalt to build up a little roadway. So when they tear it apart, it looks as though the road's torn up, but it's not really. Hello. CNE, let's go to the X. There you go. Arcade games, I remember as a kid, the one I was always good at was the you're shooting water at a target. I had great success with that one. My other favorite one was the machine gun with the ball bearings. And that one, you never win. It's just fun shooting it. I think I'm buffering maybe, eh? And here's the back end of the Inner Care Center. There's like 20 loading docks here. Shoot. And this is an area I'm very familiar with because, again, this is where we put together the St. Patrick's Day Parade. And they move us around from year to year. But last year we were in this building that is right here to my left. It's a series of massive spaces, and they're all connected. Long live the Toronto Marlies. Yeah, so this is where they play. And here's something. This is the Gardiner Expressway strategic rehabilitation. What they mean by that is that the Gardiner's fallen apart. So they've spent a good couple of years with hammer and chisel getting all the crumbly parts off and then rebuilding it, and they've done a pretty good job, I must say. And here's some more horsies. Cowboy cops. That's what they are. They're cowboy cops. And here we go. There is a streetcar, 509, heading towards Union Station. Yeah, quite a bit calmer, I tell you. It's a tough way to make a living. You think of the exhibition as a big monolith, but it's really just hundreds of mom and pop shows, mom and pop businesses that, you know, they go from the exhibition and they go on the road to the next place. It's a really tough way to make a living. So you got all these hundreds of little independent businesses scrambling to get the hell out of here. horses. Here's the horse palace. I'm gonna peek in. Yeah, this is where horses live. Certainly smells like horses. Yeah, big cleanup, Janice, for sure. Hey, Marlene, how are you? Marlene's in the house. Oh, here's the Toronto Police Service Mounted Police Headquarters. So let's take a last look. I pretty much did the perimeter of this whole thing. This seems as good as any place to end this stream. This is my day after teardown CNE stream. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to take the GO train and actually head to work. It's a long day. And Janice Pike, I always appreciate you. Here from the beginning and here to the end. Yeah, that's the train. That's not my train. That's the train that's going west, and I'm going to be going east towards Union Station and go to Saigon 360 for lunch, and perhaps eat it on the Bay bus going north to work. With Janice, Marlene, Dan, Anita, Flick. Everybody who was here, I appreciate you coming in. Brad Palmer, twice in the stream today. Take care. I'm going to end it now, and I will see you in the ether.